So, it's summer. It's hot. You're outside. You start to get dehydrated. Start feeling a little weird. Delusions of grandeur and whatnot. Feeling kind of delirious. Oh yeah, you think you're smart. Well, let's put your so-called knowledge to the test with a game I like to call Fake Saints. The premise of this game is that the first part of the answer will always begin with the letters ST, the abbreviation for saint, and the second part is a completely separate word in its own right. So let's try one for practice. The second part of the answer is always going to refer to what I first say in the clue. So for example, not the saint of pigmented, usually dark liquid, that's the first half, but rather to give off an offensive odor, well, the answer is stink. We add ST to ink, ink referring to the pigmented, usually dark liquid, and then the second half of our clue, to give off an offensive odor, you add ST, and we come up with the word stink. You feel ready for the challenge? Well, hopefully the humidity has made you completely lazy, and you're just going to sit there and kind of take this passively. So let's go. I've got a few here for you. Let's try this one. Not the saint of pulverized particulate matter, but rather to hide away in a secret place. What would that be? The answer is stash. ST and then ash, the pulverized particulate matter. Let's try another one. Not the saint of natural or acquired talent, but rather resistance to sudden change or dislodgement. Think about it. Think about it. All right, and the answer is stability. That's right, stability. ST, ability. Ability, natural acquired talent. Moving on. Not the saint of the curved upper edges of doorways or bridges, but rather a naturally abundant carbohydrate. Think about potatoes. Think about potatoes. And the answer is starch. ST and arch. All right, this one's a little cheap, but let's give it a try. Not the saint of buddies you go out to the pub with, but rather a situation in which further action is impossible. Think about it. Think about chess. All right, the answer is stalemate. ST and alemate. I know that one was a little cheap, but I had to go for it. All right, this is a semi-technology related one. Not the saint of famous printer ink cartridges, but rather a spouse's male child by a former marriage. What is that? A spouse's male child by a former marriage. Think of the second half of the word as not the saint of famous printer ink cartridges. Ink cartridges. Spouse's male child by former marriage. Oh, put the two together and we have stepson. Yes, with ST and then Epson, EPSON, Epson printers. Got a little dangerously close to a commercial right there. Not the saint of six-packs, but rather to wound with a pointy object. And six-packs here is a clue, is referring to your stomach, not a pack of soda or something. And the answer is stab. ST and then ab. Stab, stab. Okay. All right, all you engineers out there, let's try this one. Not the saint of steady electrical current, but rather a type of mark, design, or seal. I'll make some background noises while you try to figure this one out. Bzzz. Nope, that is not a bee. Nope, that is something else. And the answer is stamp. ST and amp. Amp as our steady electrical current. Okay, not the saint of religious interjections or utterances, but rather the pollen-producing reproductive organ of a flower? Think back to biology. What is the pollen-producing reproductive organ of a flower? Or the organ of a flower, but if you can't think of that, think about what that first part might relate to. Not the saint of interjections or utterances. It happens in churches sometimes. Maybe. All right, let's try. Let's. The answer is stamen. S-T and then amen. Well, you gave it your best shot. If you are alone watching this, then you can just lie about your score to everyone you talk to today, and maybe they'll believe you, maybe they won't. Good job. Wear sunscreen, and have a pleasant day.